Hi, my name is Bob, and this is Garret Mountain Stables, located in Garret Mountain Reservation Park, West Paterson, New Jersey. I board my horse here. I have a story to tell. The title of this tape is going to be Treated Unfairly. This is where I board my horse. This is his stall. His name is Zeus. I had to have the horse registered as a therapeutic riding animal because I am physically handicapped and disabled. I have been boarding at Garret Mountain Stables since 1986. I am on my second horse. My first horse I raised from a 3-year-old where he had to be put down at 29 due to natural causes. Let me give you a short tour of the facility. Two years ago, in '09, a vendor took over the barn, Phoenix Enterprises from the Bronx, New York. The barn is owned and operated by the Passaic County Parks Department, but a private vendor comes in and bids on the concession, and the winning bidder has the privilege of running and operating a boarding facility. We're supposed to offer lessons, training, boarding. We're also supposed to offer trail rides if applicable. We're also supposed to offer riding to the handicapped. All other vendors that have been in this facility over the years have complied with that one part of their contract. It is mandatory that they have riding for the physically handicapped. The current vendor that's operating this barn right now is Indian Hills Farms, LLC, out of West Milford, New Jersey. My story in particular all began when Phoenix Enterprises was given the privilege of running this facility back in '09. However, as months went by, we had found out that Phoenix Enterprises did not have any money to operate this facility. At times, we had no food, no hay, no shavings. He had failed to pay his vendors for these supplies necessary to maintain the facility and to feed these horses. I pay, as an in-county boarder, $800 a month plus extras, which can total as much as $1,000. Out-of-county boarders pay $900 a month. When Phoenix Enterprises was in this facility, I had noticed that we were running into some problems with this vendor maintaining and managing the barn. As months went by, horses went without food. I decided, as a boarder and a concerned animal owner, I had sat down and written down a list of complaints to submit to not only the county, but to the vendor. As a result, with that vendor, I was met with some hostility. I was called up at home by Phoenix Enterprises management and threatened. I was also called up at home and threatened to have my horse removed from the barn because I complained too much. They wanted me to sign a waiver stating that I would never complain about management or anything that was wrong at the barn again, and I refused to do so. As a result of my actions, I was met with a lot of hostility. My horse's water buckets were tampered with. My personal tack, my saddle, and personal effects were tampered with and destroyed. As this happened, I had to retain an attorney who notified them by letter stating that they had to make good or restitution on damages to my equipment as payback. I had also caught one of their helpers mistreating a private owner's horse. When I confronted this person and asked him what he was doing and why, he threatened me with bodily harm. I had to go and retrieve a sheriff's department officer for some assistance with this matter. As time went by, the barn was taken away from Phoenix Enterprises because they had failed to pay the county over $20,000 in back rent. Now comes the good part. I understand that the bond company that gave the original bond to Phoenix Enterprises had given the bond on recommendation to Indian Hills Farms, LLC of West Milford, New Jersey. Indian Hills Farms operates several other businesses in and around the county. They have a county contract for the pony rides at Van Zorn Park, as well as a private barn in West Milford, and they also, I understand, are superintendents or run some type of a housing complex in Hackensack. Indian Hills Farms took over in October of '09. As time went on and months passed, I had noticed that some things that were never corrected with Phoenix Enterprises had not been corrected with Indian Hills Farms. Again, I proceeded to air my views in a form of a complaint by putting everything down in writing, sending it off to the county as well as to the vendor, and I was met again with hostility from the current vendor. As a matter of fact, there are two vendors in here. The other vendor is Misfit Farms that I believe is leasing out the other half of the barn. I will show you the inside of the barn as time goes by. I don't know much about the Misfit Farms, but they come with their own cleaning crew and people that take care of their own animals. My list of grievances with Indian Hills Farms is as follows, and I feel that they're pretty much justified because it really involves the safety and the care of all the animals up here, including my own, which the vendor is solely responsible for. In the beginning, I had some concerns about people smoking cigarettes in and around the barn. Some of the boarders that belonged to Misfit Farms were smoking in and around the stable. The barn property is clearly posted with signs that prohibit smoking in and around this area. However, they insisted on doing so. I tried to confront management regarding this issue, and they would not do anything about it. So 3 months went by. I finally petitioned the fire marshal from West Paterson to come up and investigate this, and as a result, I believe that they had designated a non-smoking area, which I don't really see people using. The stable is located in the middle of this park, which is on well water. We don't have city water up here. In the event of a fire, we stand a good chance on losing the building, including everything that may be in it. As an animal owner and lover of these horses, I am very much concerned, and so should the boarders be, who actually does this and has no second thoughts about it.